Hopefully it's not drastically different.
Ooh, Rebecca, we're viewing your screen.
I can see Pauline.
Oh, you can see Pauline. Yay. Okay, hold on. Let me request. Okay, perfect. So do you guys see the little button where it says share screen?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to introduce you first. So, cool. So guys, these are my friends, Mike and Allison. They're awesome. They have a team called the Lula Bunch, and I actually became friends with Mike and Allison through Periscope. And I'm sure all of you who are on Team Give are familiar with Periscope because it is an awesome platform that we use to sell. And these two are rock stars. They are like killing the game in Periscope. They've cruise qualified. They're team building while maintaining cruise qualification. And Allison still works full time. So they not only have the knowledge of Periscope, the knowledge of sales, but they also know what it's like to balance real life with selling LuLaRoe. So they've got a lot of information to offer. But the thing that I love the most is that we are not on the same team at all. And it just goes to show like the community and I want to call it sisterhood. But Mike, that would be kind of like, you, so.
Yeah.
But you can truly make really great relationships with people on Periscope. It's not just about sales. It's not, and I'm sure they'll talk about that. It's not just about selling clothes. It's really about connecting with people through your live sale platform. So that's my little introduction. Before I hand it over, if you're not following them on Periscope, their handle, they usually sell on Mike's handle, which is LuLaRoe husband Mike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yep.
awesome.
Yep.
I'm just like trying to talk you up, you guys. They do Q&A chats. They have a very specific selling style, and that's something that I encourage too. Is try to follow as many people while you're in the queue as possible to try to learn different people's selling styles. You'll see what you like, what that someone's doing. You can kind of like just take pieces from who you admire the most. And I really admire these two. So without further ado, I will hand it over to you, and thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having us, Monica.
Yeah, we're so excited. Super excited. So
yeah, basically right off the bat, you guys have an awesome leader in Monica. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty jealous. Don't tell anyone else, but yeah, Monica is awesome, and
yeah. Well, you guys know that because you all joined your team.
You guys already know that, so.
Yeah, so Mike made this PowerPoint, and I have not yet seen it. So I'm hoping that it's similar to things we've done before. But you want to start it?
It's going to be something.
It's going to be something. Okay. Do we get to introduce ourselves first?
Yes, tell us like who you are, how long you've been selling, what your journey is.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a slide for that or not. Is there?
No, I did not.
No slide for that.
I went right into the good.
Sorry, I just got home from work.
It's okay, Allison.
Okay, so.
My name is Mike.
Yeah, and I'm Allison. And we started selling LuLaRoe in April, first week of April.
Yeah.
We got married at the end of May. So I onboarded knowing that, it was going to be crazy with planning the wedding as well. And we worked full time. Oh, yeah. I worked full time, and then he ran 2 Etsy shops. So that was full time or more for him.
Yeah.
So I always did like craft stuff and loved LuLaRoe. So when I saw it and just knew I needed to do it. And Mike was not on board at first.
I was terrified.
And upset that I wasn't doing my own thing because I had an Etsy shop too. I had an Etsy shop too. And we had put money and invested in that somewhat as well. And the investment obviously scared Mike. And
yeah.
How'd you?
Like Monica eating popcorn in the corner.
I know.
Yeah. So for me, like she said, I was terrified, but I didn't want to just shut it down. So I wanted to see if I could possibly help. And first thing I did was download Periscope. I followed some people because I had no clue about Periscope or LuLaRoe. And Allison was sitting in a corner laughing at me because I was getting really upset. It kept on doing that, and I was really mad about it. And I uninstalled Periscope, and then I was like, no, I can't do this. I gotta help. I installed it, and the rest is history. Mm-hmm. I just went hard on Periscope, and we're gonna talk about that and kind of our journey with it and what we did.
Yeah, and Periscope was there. I mean, there were people selling on it, but definitely probably not as many as now.
Yeah.
When we first started.
It's awesome.
We did so the first couple months, I mean, we did good with LuLaRoe. I'd say our sales were like around the 7,000 range, but we were also getting married, so we kind of
planning the wedding, full-time jobs.
Yeah, so we had to like cut down. So with our sales, yeah, I don't know. Should we go to the PowerPoint now?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, because that probably covers it.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we get this.
But we went hard after our wedding, pretty much.
Well, actually, wait. First, I'm going to open it.
Okay. This is also Mike's first time using a PowerPoint, I think.
This is the first one I've ever made in my life.
Mike is a true entrepreneur and never really did the whole like presentation thing.
All right, we're going for it. Let's see what we got.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
Can you guys see the screen?
Oh my God, you're a professional.
So pro. Okay. So
let's see if I can play it now.
Yeah, there you go. There's that one. Good job.
Oh my God, even has
You can see it?
Yes.
Good job, Mike. Okay.
Now
it's beautiful.
So yeah, we're gonna be talking about Periscope with you guys today.
Yay.
Let's see.
And sales.
Oh, the next slide won't. There we go. Ooh, it's not centered. Monica, I'm already upset it's not centered. But it's okay.
Ooh. Overcoming nerves. The basics.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about overcoming nerves because everyone's super scared and nervous. I have a lot to talk about that because I was terrified. The basics of selling on Periscope, tips on a smooth sale, and how to gain followers. So first up, we have overcoming the nerves.
And we'll let you guys ask questions at the end too.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Okay, so first, overcoming your nerves, you just have to go live on Periscope. As scary as it is, if you're worried about not having anyone watching you, it's probably best if you don't when you first start because you're gonna be weird. You're gonna be silly. You're maybe pass out like I almost did. You might throw up. That was me, guys. And now people couldn't believe that I'm a shy. They can't believe I'm a shy person. I really am.
Mike is super shy.
So Periscope actually helped me a whole bunch, and I was terrified when I first started. So yeah, don't doubt yourself and just go live. Just do it.
Do it. And
do it.
Your first time on Periscope should not be a sale. That is like the thing we most highly recommend, like above all else. And now seeing our own team, seeing people do different things and how people succeed with the business or maybe not succeed as much, that's something that we've learned, and that's across the board. If your first Periscope is a sale, that's probably not going to work out very well for you because no one knows why they should be shopping with you. No one knows you.
Yeah, even if you're super prepared, guys, you're gonna make mistakes. Don't feel bad about it, and you're gonna learn from them, and it'll be okay.
But if you start like getting people to know you and stuff like that, you'll be more comfortable with the platform. It will help you when you sell. Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's see what we have next here.
What's next?
Play music in the background, guys. I couldn't tell you when it's dead silent and I'm on there. It's bad. Or it was for a very long time. Music helps me a lot.
It does, but LuLaRoe's also we're supposed to be having pop-up parties. So let's make your Periscope a party that people want to be at.
Yeah.
And music is so important for that.
Put your favorite tracks on, as long as they're not like, elevator or funeral type music. I've seen some of that. Don't do that. Put you to sleep. You want your customers and your people watching you active and having fun, maybe
when you walk in
there listening to you.
If you walk in the store, there's music playing. If you walk into a store and there's not music playing, you're like, are they closing or like, do they not want me to buy anything? That's how I feel when I walk into a store and there's no music. So that's just think about that with regards to your sale too.
Yeah. All right, what do we have next? Tell people you are nervous. Let them know, guys, the best way to overcome something. And if you're feeling, I don't know, any kind of emotion, it's always great to talk to someone and tell them that you're nervous or whatever you're feeling. So when I was on, like, guys, I'm super nervous. That's all I could say. That's all I could spit out. I had my first Periscope. It was probably like 10 minutes, and that's all I was saying. Like, I'm scared to death. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to help my wife.
You didn't even show your face for
I
the
didn't
first
show my face.
6 Periscopes.
I still don't even want to.
Mike was like the mystery man.
I didn't show the face. So, guys, it's okay. Again, overcoming the nerves. I was probably the most scared person ever.
And somebody is going to be nervous too. somebody on your
Someone's
scope
gonna
is going to be nervous and they're going to relate with you. And this business is all about building relationships.
And they'll reply like, hey, I'm nervous too. And then you just feel like 50% better. Someone's like, you're doing great. I knew that they were lying to me, but it made me feel a lot better.
Yep.
They were lying, but it's okay. That's all I needed to hear was one person. Go live on Periscope even more. Like we said first,
repeat.
Just do it. Rinse and repeat. Just do it often.
Repeat twice a day.
Overcome the nerves. Yeah.
Once a day, twice a day. It doesn't matter. If you're at Costco, you're buying hangers, you're at wherever, whatever the heck you're
Periscope.
doing. People
Give them a
care.
little tip.
Monica's in the parking lot at Panera earlier, waiting to get her nails did, and people are on there. There's 159 people in your dang scope. You're not selling anything. And that's because Monica's been doing this for a while. But you'll build up to that. Just let people know what you're doing, what's up with you. They'll relate to you, and you will attract a tribe.
Oh yeah. What we got?
And then they'll be like your friends, and you won't be nervous. That's the same too. Like talking about your why, what you're passionate about. Let them get to know you.
The main point of that one that I wrote is basically, talk about something that's going to be easy for you to talk about, so you're not sitting there blank and just about to pass out like I was. Have something to actually talk about when you start. Don't just push the broadcast button like I did and walk around a room and not talk to anyone. But guys, it was okay though. That's as bad as I was when I first started, and it was okay.
And look at him now.
Everything turned out okay. Keep in mind you're not alone. It always helps to know that someone else is feeling the same way you are. And trust me, probably 99% of people before they hit that button are terrified. Yeah. So you're not alone, and just know that, and that should help. It helps me.
Oh, it helps a lot. Yeah.
Helped,
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's the summary of the overcoming the nerves. Do you have anything to add since you weren't here?
No.
I try to cover a lot.
No, that's perfect.
Those are the things I utilize.
Yeah, huge. Because if you're not scared, there's something wrong. You should be scared. Anxiety is a good thing.
Yeah. I'm still scared.
In a lot of ways. So yeah. Next. What's our next one?
Oh, we got more.
Oh.
Yeah, I can barely see it though on my screen.
Relax and breathe.
Relax, breathe, and know that everyone.
Everyone what? Everyone loves you?
I think I passed it up.
I think it's that everyone loves you.
Everyone loves you guys, so you'll be okay. All right, now on to the basics. Have fun.
Yeah.
Tell them about it.
So having fun. Like I said, LuLaRoe is built on pop-up parties and relationships, and Periscope is kind of a good medium between that. Pop-up parties are still awesome, but you need to create that fun atmosphere. Like Mike runs around with a unicorn mask on quite a bit.
I fell the other day.
He fell the other day on the floor during the Periscope.
Runway modeling, and I fell.
He was not drinking, but he just fell. And one time my sister spilled
the crowd loves it,
One time my sister spilled a can of Coke over all of my inventory. I was like unboxing something, and then she picked it up, and then it spilled again somehow, like twice. So we just you just laugh and you laugh it off, and
the basics, basically
whatever.
Don't those kind of things at that time were terrifying to us. We're like, oh my God, no one's gonna follow us.
Yeah.
You just spilled pop all over the
row. I knocked my mannequin over the other day during a styling video.
So when you're feeling, that you did something bad and people are gonna disown you or something,
just keep moving.
It's moving.
Okay.
You'll
We're all human.
Yeah.
They'll love it. They love your flaws. People are attracted to genuinity and
interact with people.
Yeah.
So basically, guys, when someone's coming into your Periscope, tell them hi. Because
say hi.
I feel like when I go on someone's Periscope and they say hi to me, I feel like I'm stuck to stay in for a little bit. Right.
I gotta check that out. I'm a part of this now.
I feel like a jerk if I just leave and they say hi.
I am a part of this.
You can't just leave. So interact. Every time someone comes in, every time someone says something, try to comment back to them. You're gonna get that connection. They're gonna want to watch you next time you're doing a Periscope.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, hey, they're my friends. Mm-hmm. And we do feel like that.
we feel like our friends are coming on.
Yeah, And they feel the same way. So.
Laugh with people. My favorite Periscopes are the ones where we are just laughing so hard, and people are laughing with us because they just think we're silly, and we are silly, and but they're a part of it. That's what it is. Make it a community where people want to be.
Yeah, once you start feeling really comfortable with it, it's just it's a blast, guys. I had to get through a lot of Periscopes before that happened, but it's amazing. Be prepared.
This is huge.
Oh yeah.
And we kind of still probably we were a little bit late for this. It's like you probably want to start 15. You probably should start 15 minutes before your scope, getting things prepared, getting your lights on, getting an organization. However, you're going to organize things, like what you're going to do with sales, like if you're going to do numbers, like we have, or what, like make sure it's all printed and that your clothes are in order, and
make sure when someone places an order, like you have your Google Doc in your bio or on a piece of paper,
and that you know your prices. Look, Mike always does these too, and these it has like all of our info on it. A lot of times we have a screen in the background that has our info on there for shipping and everything too, and we make we do graphics ahead of time for that, or Mike does. But just that has all of our info on it so that we can show people like 110% what's going on.
I want you to do a graphic one day.
I can do a graphic. I do graphics on the Facebook page. Mike does graphics on Facebook.
That was just,
Except for the crazy graphic you put on our Facebook page yesterday, which is completely inappropriate and needs to be taken down.
The unicorn. You guys should
probably join our Facebook group. So
my God, I love that one so much.
So Mike made this picture, and it's literally, he took our head. Is it
what picture?
Facebook, LuLaRoe, Allison, and husband Mike, just on Facebook. He made this banner, and it's like our heads, and he made them into unicorns.
Okay, so guys, basically the unicorn that you see on here, I put our actual faces instead of the head of the unicorn. But
I thought
it looked great.
I was sick and had like taken cough medicine and probably had a holiday drink because it was at a party. And
you looked great.
I look awful. But I don't really care because it's all about.
People love it because
think it's funny.
Ridiculous, and
I think it's funny too.
Be prepared. How do we get all the way to that? Okay, next. Learn from others. So the basics, guys. Going back just from learning from other people. I watch a ton of people's Periscopes.
So all the time.
To get used to it and how it works and how they're doing things. So just be active and watch a lot of people.
Learn it all.
To learn, you can never have too much information, especially on Periscope. Periscope is awesome. You have LuLaRoe people that are customers, and you have a lot of consultants. So once you start doing it a whole bunch, you get to know a lot of people, a lot of consultants and stuff like that. And you can't really do that as much anywhere else, I don't think. Acknowledge the value of Periscope.
Ooh.
So with that, what was I trying to get at that? I think I've had people tell me that they only sold 2 or 3 items on Periscope in an hour. And I asked them, okay, what did you sell? They would tell me a Sarah and a shirt and maybe a pair of leggings. Well, I'm like, that's like $70 an hour you just made, So just acknowledge the value of Periscope. Even if you don't, I've had sales where I didn't sell anything, but I kept on going. And, if you do an hour or 2 hours of Periscope and you sell 2 items, you're making a lot more than you would anywhere else. So
it can be really rough, but you just can't let that get you down. You could show the same.
And don't ever show it either. Always have fun. Don't show that you're upset and stuff. That's not,
Yeah. When it comes, yes. Don't show that you're upset and frustrated. And just kind of, laugh it off, have fun with it. And know that like you maybe only sold one thing. And you did it for 3 hours or whatever. That's happened to us, especially if we try on like at certain times.
But you never know like who watched you, who's gonna message you later about an item.
Yep. Who's gonna message you about like what you're doing or like who you're gonna find. That's how that's how Monica found us, is on Periscope. And I think, what were we doing? It was like nothing huge. It was like a Saturday, I think.
Yeah, and again, just the value of Periscope by being able to meet so many different customers and just other consultants, like that's a huge value because you get to meet all those beautiful people at convention if you go to that kind of stuff, and they'll know who you are because of Periscope. It can be someone all the way across, the United States, and you get to meet up with them.
Before you guys move on to the next slide, can I just ask something really quickly?
Oh,
Now you can see Mike and Allison on the sidebar right now live. I'm just thinking, because it's recording, I think on the replay it's just going to record your slideshow. Can everyone see Mike talking? Maybe nod so I can
unmute yourself. Let people know.
Or unmute. You can see them on the side. Okay. I wasn't sure. I love your slideshow. I think it's awesome, but I think looking at you guys is even cooler. But
can you see it, or
don't do the rest of the slide?
Oh, okay. I can't move on. Mike has to let out the dog. So let me see, Periscope. I don't know if Mike covers this, but I could talk about creepers on Periscope for a minute, because that's definitely a good thing to talk about. So creepers are definitely going to happen to you. Like, don't even, it's going to happen. They're going to say the worst thing you can ever imagine them saying. They're going to say it like a lot too. So just be prepared for that, and just know that it's not personal. They do that to everybody, and just keep moving on. I always invite my viewers to help out with asking questions with providing information, blocking creepers. I just say, and that's a way to include your customers too and make them feel like they are a part of it, and make them a part of it, not even just them feel like it, because they are a part of it then. And saying like, yeah, just block them or whatever. Or you can kind of acknowledge it. I don't know. It's going to happen. Try not to let it bother you. And just know that they're out there just to do that. And because some people say that's the biggest thing they're afraid of is the creepers. But they're going to happen. You just got to move on. Yeah.
Good job, Allison. You got this.
I know. I'm moving on. Mike's going to be pissed. Ooh, tips for a smooth sale.
Hey.
Hold on. Before you guys go, I just swapped it so that, like, the slideshow is little in the corner. Does everyone else still see the slideshow as like, the main thing?
I accidentally spit it on you earlier.
Yeah, I still see the slideshow as the main thing.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Wait, Mike and Allison, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys mind exiting your share screen so that we can see you guys?
Yes.
Just for a second.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You've seen all this stuff.
Okay, I'm just thinking, because, like, for people who are watching the replay, I think it, like, you guys are still going to talk about your slideshow, but they want to watch you rather than stare at the slideshow the whole time, if that makes sense.
Okay, so we look at it, but you guys aren't seeing it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love the slideshow, though. Just thinking for interactive purposes.
Monica, I don't know.
Are you going to leave?
Yeah, I'm done. No.
Mike's done with us.
I'm done. All right, hold on 1 second.
We got to set up now so we can see it.
Yeah, I'm just one second here. Technical difficulties. I gotta go back through the slide.
So if we had music, this would be less awkward.
Where were we?
We were past this.
Okay.
We were here.
Tips for a smooth sale is the next topic. And little side note, guys, I had something stuck to me, and Allison said she spit her cough drop at me while we were talking earlier.
I didn't mean
I did
to.
not know.
That's disgusting, though. Sorry.
I had to tell people.
Mike, why? Okay, whatever.
Tips for a smooth sale.
Oh.
Practice.
Yeah, scope with your friends. Private scope.
Yeah, do a one-on-one.
Make sure your lighting's okay. Make sure
check the lighting,
your music
check
volume is good.
Yeah, you want to see how the clothes are looking. You want them to look, great. They always look better when they get them in person, but you want to match it in colors and stuff so you can adjust your lighting, see if it's too dark, too bright, kind of see how everything's looking. So definitely practice.
Mm-hmm.
Practice makes perfect.
Set your phone to do not disturb. Google how to do that if you don't know how to do that on your phone.
Yeah, set it to do not disturb, guys, so you're not getting phone calls and text messages. All that stuff will be in the background. It won't stop your scope, because there's nothing more annoying than that when someone calls you up and
or when you're watching someone's Periscope and then all of a sudden you hear vibrating or whatever.
Yeah, an AOL sound or something.
And you've got mail.
You've got mail.
No. So
are you guys able to hear us? I'm just making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Because now we can't.
Because we don't see you guys, and it's different. Okay, have Google Doc in your bio. So yeah, I talked about that earlier.
Or your Facebook group or whatever
you
want to do.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to start your sale and not have your Google Doc info right there handy on a piece of paper or in your bio as well. I don't know. Hopefully, I get a good shot, but you guys saw it earlier. This, I think, took our sales, or at least people filling out the form, to a whole new level.
This changed everything.
That Shop Allison ad is actually just a redirect to our Google form. So we have people take a screenshot, and then they would use that number 45. So they have everything saved in their phone as a picture, and that has really helped.
Yeah.
So you can do that and place it in your bio, and I think that really helps people fill it out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because then they took, we make people, Mike will not put the item down until he sees that someone took a picture.
I say, you guys better get a screenshot. This is the most important part.
It doesn't matter if it's like his mom. He will not put it down.
I'll yell at my mom, guys.
Yeah, he'll be
I'll yell at her.
Yeah, take a screenshot. But then they have it in their phone, and then if there's any issues, they can go back to that picture, send it to you or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have your form.
Because
we lost. I know when we first started, that was a big thing. A lot of people didn't fill out the forms. This has helped. You're always going to have, I'd say, 20% that don't fill out the forms. If you don't have that, you should do a training about how you. But I think it's just kind of inevitable that 20% will not fill out their forms. You can't really change that.
Yeah.
But this helps to make it so that it is only 20%.
Can I ask a quick question on behalf of someone who wasn't able to watch live? This topic was her biggest thing is how do you mentioned that has increased your follow through rate. Did you guys do anything to change? Because you know how the Google Doc is goo.xyz number. Mm-hmm. Do you know how to change it to whatever you want it to be?
Do you have a YouTube video on that?
Ooh, that really long 50 characters after your Google form. The only thing that I know how to do is just to do a URL shortener.
Right. Okay.
So you can make it bit.ly, and then you can customize and do your own name. So you can be bit.do/LuLaRoe Monica. But to customize the Google form itself, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well, our Google form is just
www. Did you create your domain? You bought a domain and then you turned it into a Google form, basically.
Yeah.
How'd you make this? Just www.shopallisonand.
How did I make that? That's what we're talking about.
But it's not bit.do.
It's not. I was telling her a different way that you can shorten it. So it's not 80 characters long. Yeah, I bought the domain name, and then what you have to do is transfer the URL. So the URL would be the Google Doc. So instead of going to the URL of the Google Doc, you go to shopallisonand.com, and then it's just a direct. I have a video, but I don't think it's on YouTube.
Oh.
I can make one.
Mike has a secret video.
If it is wanted by your team, I will definitely make it for you.
Very helpful. Thanks, guys.
No problem. So next thing is ignore the creepers and the hoochie mamas.
I talked about that a little bit. Not the hoochie mamas. I didn't talk about that. I talked about the creepers though.
Guys, there are some questionable pictures of ladies that come into my scope and all of your scopes, and they kiss you or they give you a little heart.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically, they just have a bot that I think goes in and just messages on there. But yeah, there's people on there that are, nasty, and they're nasty to all of us. We just ignore them.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Just don't be scared to get on because of that. Everyone deals with that. And you just either block them, don't even say anything, or
they're going to say the worst things.
Mess with them and then block them, or just ignore them completely.
Just don't take it seriously.
Yeah, don't take it seriously. I mean, they'll say Allison, Allison's beautiful. They'll be like, they called me a crackhead one time.
They say everything.
They'll say whatever. I mean, Okay, so next. Whoa. Oh. Hold on, sorry guys.
You just gotta scroll down now. Right?
I scrolled down.
That's
keep things moving. That is the next tip. I've watched a lot of people, guys, that. Sorry, I'm really screwing up the slideshow with not having it on the thing.
Make it smaller. Can I do it? Can I just make it smaller? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, we got it now, guys. I'm sorry. Keep things moving for a smooth sail.
Yeah. Don't spend too much time.
We've seen some people try to do 10 styles in one scope and take 3 hours. And some people describe the item for 5 minutes, which sometimes is awesome, but probably
people
not.
Lose interest.
Yeah, people only have so much time during the day. So if you sit there and describe an item and show it to them for 3 minutes, you can only show 10 items in a half hour.
Yeah. Stay focused.
And if no one bought that, then that's a half hour gone where you could have showed 20 or 30 or 40 items.
Right.
If they have questions, you can always remind them. If you have questions, I can throw up the item again. Tell them the colors, tell them the fabric, the style.
Yeah.
And move on to the next one.
Yeah. And then just hit right there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all pretty much, right?
Yeah, and again, guys, with the Google Doc, just explain the importance of that. You know, I throw that at people all the time, and I think that
Like
really,
why? Just repeat it. Make them take
this
the
is what you
screenshot.
gotta do. Yeah, because some people are new and they're still a little bit confused. So never feel like, you know, I'm a broken record on that all the time, and it doesn't seem to matter. I just like to remind people it hasn't affected anything. All right, so next up,
Ooh.
how to gain followers. This is the next topic, guys.
Good one.
All right.
Okay, so how to gain followers. Biggest things, if you want to make a social media presence, you have to be present on social media. So be active in other people's scopes. That's just the hugest thing to remember on any social media platform. You want to be have followers, you've got to be on there. So Periscope your life, Periscope every day, get in people's scopes, answer questions, say QB here, like I love watching you or whatever. Just be nice. Don't say follow me in someone's scope. That's not good etiquette at all. Follow me, tune into my launch. Like, don't do that. That's just not good etiquette at all. People will not like that. But if you're active and you're showing people who you are, people will get in there and they will follow you. Because they will think, oh, that person's cool. Like, that's just what happens.
Yeah, naturally how you're commenting, someone might be like, oh,
yeah,
she's kind of cool, or I talk like her. I'm going to follow her, see what she's up to. So yeah, just being active in other people's. I had someone say that they've watched a few of my Q&As, and just from asking a bunch of questions in my Q&A, she had gained, I think, like 70 followers. So that's just from being active talking. And I was like, hey, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care, you know?
Yeah. Using hashtag LuLaRoe in your broadcast title, because then anyone who's on Periscope thinking, I want to find some LuLaRoe, they're going to search LuLaRoe and they'll find you if you use that hashtag. Now, don't hashtag 18 million things or make your title only a bunch of hashtags. Just make your title something short and then hashtag maybe LuLaRoe and maybe one or two other things afterwards, but not a whole lot.
Maybe hashtag leggings.
And if you're...
But that might also be... That might be where you get the
unicorn leggings. Yeah.
You might get creeper.
Practice. Just see what you think. But also, if you happen to like lose a broadcast, like you lose power or it just shuts off or whatever, make sure that you still title the next broadcast, because people are not going to find you if you just go, hey guys, I'm back, and that's like your title. Like the people that were watching you before, that's great, but new people that get in and are ready to shop, they're not going to be able to find you. So
yeah,
so important. Thank you for saying that. Sorry, that's like, very, very important.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah, we've witnessed it quite a few times, and you'll see less and less followers each time they do a title that's like that. And also utilize capital letters, guys. Throw all caps at people.
Emojis, fun.
Use
people want to get in there.
In the beginning of your
best day ever.
We're gonna party, throw in fun, exciting words.
Someone does Confessions of a LuLaRoe Consultant. That's I think in the queue.
Corinne, she's on there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that every time I see that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to figure out what's going on. Like, what are her confessions? Like, what I feel like I need to know. And I'm a LuLaRoe consultant, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to know what's going on. Just make that, like, make it exciting.
Yeah. And another thing you guys can do to gain followers, and this goes for all of your social networks, is definitely to cross promote. So if you have people on your Facebook, tell them about Periscope. If you're on Periscope and you have a following there, tell them about your Facebook. You have Instagram, all your social networks, YouTube.
That's why we have all of them.
Yeah, that's why, you can throw up a list of all your things, and if people like you, they can follow you. If not, they don't have to. Mm-hmm. You're not pushing them or anything. You're just letting them know that you're out there on other networks if they want to follow you. Mm-hmm. So that's really cool.
That's huge. Yes.
And yeah, to gain followers, just, be fun and entertaining. They're going to connect with you one way or another, but, again, you have to be active. They're not going to see you. They're not going to know you exist if you're not out there doing it. So get on there and do it often.
And that can be like, it could even be things too, like, if you are comfortable showing your kids, it could be you and your kids baking cookies and being like, oh, this is fun, and this is what family time is, or this is how we play board games at night. If you don't want to show your kids, that's fine too. You could just show yourself and be like, oh, my kids are at the park, and that's just going to make you a relatable mom, or a relatable, like for me, like dog owner or something, We realized during our first Zoom meeting that all of our team had animals. We did not know that beforehand. But people were relating to us because of that. And we
all had our animals on the screen.
We all ended up doing that.
And there's also a bunny, a 20-pound bunny.
People will just get attracted to whatever. Just show them your life and you.
Yeah, they want to get to know you. I always want to see ones that aren't LuLaRoe related, just getting to know the consultants. I'm always like very interested in those. And then guys, another way to build your following, I was, like I said, guys, I was super nervous when I started Periscope. I was terrified. And once I started getting a few people in, I was asking them, I was like, guys, I'm nervous, I'm scared, but like I'm doing this and that, and like if you guys can please share, that'd be awesome. I was just asking them and telling them thanks when they did. That's another thing too. If someone does share your scope, always acknowledge that, and oh, thank you, freak out about it, because that could, you're getting new people, and then they're going to watch you, and then that's your moment to shine. And it's a good way to get more people, and it's up to those new people watching you to follow you or not. It's up to you and how your personality, if they're connecting with you, that you can follow. So
and you can ask your sponsor to share, but that's not going to give you success. Asking your upline or whatever to share, just if you're doing well, they'll want to share you. But we could share people all day, but it's not going to give them success or followers unless they are doing something that makes people want to follow them and makes people want, and we know this because we've shared all of our team, and we know like who we can see who's like, doing well on Periscope and who's building a following and stuff. And it's the people that are doing the fun scoping consistently, relating to other people, being vulnerable, being themselves.
They're benefiting the most.
Playing music. Those are the people that are doing it, and that's what's going to get you the followers. So Randy of the Randy T was one of the first people that found us, and he shared us.
I didn't know who he was.
So we didn't know who he was. We definitely did not. I thought he was like some creeper. I'm like, who's this Randy person in here? Like, no. I actually had to ask like my sponsor if that was.
That's when there wasn't a lot of guys.
Yeah, there wasn't.
So it's like, what? Who's this Randy guy now?
I was like, is he that like a thing? But anyways, the reason that people like kept following us was because we were like singing Saved by the Bell and like dancing around, and I don't even know what else. Like we were being nuts. It was one of our first sales, and we probably fell over because we were in a small room and we would fall a lot. But people like really thought it was fun.
You can make it like entertainment television. You can make it entertainment shopping. You really can. It's up to you,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yep. Run a no purchase necessary contest. That's huge too.
Those are always allowed. No purchase necessary.
Yeah.
So like what I like to do now is when I have a sale going and I have some people in there, I'll say, all right, guys, I'm going to give away free shipping or free leggings or something like that. And I'll just close my eyes and I'll say, all you got to do is share if you guys, want to enter it. I'll close my eyes. When I open them, I'm going to pick someone and people will share. And then, like I said, when you get new people in, that's your time to shine. If they're liking what you're doing, they're going to follow you.
Mike always asks too, and I love this, and it really helps. Is anyone new in here? He asked that
people
like
communicating and commenting.
Hey,
like, I'm new. They get all excited.
The moment when Mike left,
ask them where
that would be a moment where you'd be like, or ask them where they're from, like something that's easy to answer. Every single person will tell you.
It'll be insane.
And then they start connecting, and then they had fun in your broadcast, and they want to come back, and they're making friends. I mean, before you know it,
simple things like that. Just yes or no answers. Where you're from.
Where are you from? Yeah. Are anyone new in here? So welcome to our Periscope. Like, this is how we do it. We have this, just, and you can do that several times during the scope, even if there's 5 people in there. Like, just connect.
Yep.
And Mike we'll do is we'll be like, okay, we're giving away a pair of unicorn leggings or something. And we make sure that we show that throughout the broadcast so people know, and that it reminds us to like invite people to share again. And
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So then my last slide, guys, you won't be able to see Monica, but all it says, guys, in big letters is number 1 tip.
Go.
No, not just go.
Oh, sorry.
She says go.
All I can see is go.
Go hard.
Go hard.
Go hard. I seriously, I feel like I can't spend my time anywhere else like more valuably. Like LuLaRoe is so valuable. The time you spend with it is so valuable.
Yes.
So fun. It's addicting. It's amazing.
There is nothing that I have ever done in my life where I know that if I put in this amount of time, like I'm going to get this result. And that goes with cruise qualifying. That goes with sales. Set your goal high and you will get there. If you are determined and you're doing it, you'll get there. Like Mike got us to cruise qualify
Allison,
You're like, how much away?
Yeah, she tells me we got 2 days left this month to cruise qualify. I'm like, okay.
For a first month.
She's like, oh, we need to make $4,000 or $3,000.
I think it was 4,000. We had to make
4,000 in 2 days.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we're almost there.
So
we
like,
only need to make 4,000 more.
Oh sure, yeah. In 2 days we'll do 28 days worth almost.
We were on Periscope like nonstop, but you know what? People noticed.
What you mean we?
Well, Mike was really on there more than
guys.
me. But I was like shipping like crazy. I worked so hard that week, but we got there.
She
and
gave
you
me
know,
2 days, and I went on Periscope, and I told people I was not going to stop until I reached the goal.
yeah.
I was like, my wife, she's sharpening her knife. She's going to kill me if I do not reach this cruise qualifying goal. And I did it. And I just went hours and hours and hours. I shipped everything
for hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, Mike showed people everything 50 times. All those same, however, straggling Irmas.
That's another tip,
over and
guys.
over again.
Show your stuff over and over. You have different people all the time. Oh my goodness. And I'm colorblind, guys. Come on.
We gained
I don't
tons
even
of
know
flowers.
what colors I'm showing. They're like, is that purple? I'm like, I don't know.
Our Facebook was like blowing up that day
is.
with people wanting to join because Mike was on there all day. People were sharing all day. Deanne even like when she met us, she remembered and asked us to like talk about that and to talk about how like setting the goal and how we got there and just doing it. That's how we got there. You can do it. There's nothing keeping you from cruise qualifying except yourself. And you book those pop-ups, whether it's Periscope pop-ups, because I do in-person pop-ups too. Mike has retired from that aspect of the business.
I've done some. I was too good at it. So.
Mike was too good, so he quit the in-person. No, he acts like the world's gonna end every time we have to pack up the inventory.
I'm not
so
into it.
I just do it. I like it.
Why you got to bring 12,000 pieces every time?
You got to bring all everything you can.
Oh my goodness.
Monica's like eating her popcorn. Like,
this is great.
Yeah, Mike hates the in-home. I know some people's husbands, that's where they shine, like packing up and whatever. Mike, no. But in Facebook sales, whatever, do whatever you can. Give yourself like 2 or 3 months to like practice cruise qualifying or just know even what that will mean for you.
We were coming close.
And yeah, we were coming close for a couple months, and then like we just knew we had to push that extra little bit. I know Monica like just kind of like did it right away, but I'm blaming the baby for that because and everything. People got really into that, but that again was people connecting with her and her YouTube because that was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
But connecting with people, putting yourself out there, like I'm sure it wasn't easy for her too.
Yeah, and you never know the outcome. Like if you're not having crazy sales, don't get down because
you just never know.
You never know what's going to come later.
Every time I think things are getting slow,
building a team, having sales, like
it can be
months
slow.
later, someone messages you like, "Hey, I've been watching you for 4 months. I've been a creeper," and it's amazing. You just never know. So keep on going hard. Keep on going hard.
Keep going hard. Yeah. So we wanted to open it up to anybody who has questions for us.
Can I just say I've been like muting myself because I'm just sitting here cracking up listening to you guys. Like gold. Liquid gold is what you guys are spitting.
Liquid.
Man.
Oh.
And Lisa, I'm totally watching your little like avatar, like because you can like scroll through and see people, and she's just sitting there like knee slapping everything.
Lisa?
Yes.
Oh, I can't see. I like Lisa Small.
Lisa Corville.
Oh, I can see her.
Anyway.
Hi.
Oh,
Allison's
it was
blind.
Lisa Small. Oh yeah. Hey.
Hi.
I'm glad you guys like this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, you guys. Like,
yeah.
Oh, of course.
that was amazing.
We're
You're the
honored.
best, Monica. You're the best.
You can put it on your YouTube channel. You can do it
Oh, she does
with
not,
a link
she does
below.
not want to ruin her good
Monica's
YouTube
like,
channel.
watch me. Oh yeah. You don't want to ruin that.
Do not ruin your channel. That is like, golden.
People will be
now.
like dislike.
You're gonna get most thumbs down ever. Do not.
But guys, what questions do you have for them? Because this is your opportunity to ask. These are like the people you want to ask. And thank you again for sharing, but feel free to unmute yourselves to ask Mike and Allison anything that you want. This is the awkward part. See, we need music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drum.
Who's new in here?
Yeah, who's new in here?
I have a question, or I was going to ask, but you kind of started answering it. I was going to ask.
Allison, Corinne's the one doing the confessions of a
Yes.
LuLaRoe consultant.
Yes, I knew I saw you in there. I
Oh
saw
my
you
God.
earlier. Yeah.
I'm so happy that you've seen that. That makes me feel so cool.
No, I do. And I'm like, every time, like earlier today you did one, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I need to
Yeah.
know what these confessions are.
It wasn't anything crazy other than my kid totally bombed my scope like the entire time, so it was all good. But
People on there.
yeah, there were. Well, I was gonna ask about how you guys got your link to redirect, like you were saying.
Yeah.
You had kind of started touching on it. So if you would totally be awesome enough to like share that information, that would be super cool.
Like,
I
dumb
think
it
that's
down a little.
awesome. And then the other thing I was gonna ask is, you said you make like physical like graphics that you guys hold up. Do you think that really, really helps people, like giving them that visual? Do you think it's like made that big of a difference?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So big of a difference. for us.
Definitely, because it's something they have stored in their phone. So a lot of times people like forget, what number am I? And then they just don't even fill out the form because they forgot what number they were.
Or like who they were even shopping with, right? Because people go through so
Right.
many scopes.
Oh yeah, all the time.
So then you have the
Well-
number and the Google form right on the same piece of paper.
It's
It's
genius. It's genius. I
good.
like
It
it.
works. It helps.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then for the URL, so are you wanting to know more so about a .com or just a free service where you can shorten that URL for free?
I already know how to shorten it. I guess I never
Okay.
really thought about like customizing it so that it was easier to like type in. But I liked the idea of basically not even having it look like a Google Doc, but what's hers, like Allison, I don't remember what it was. Sorry.
Yeah.
But basically they can go to that website, but it automatically takes them there. Like, I think
Yep.
that's something different, but it's really cool because they're not like, oh, it's a Google Doc checkout form. It's like, oh, it's a website. So they're like going to go to it. You know what I mean?
Or they're
Right,
like confused and they don't know how to. But
or that.
but you'll have like some faithful shoppers on there that will hopefully help them out and like encourage them or tell them what's going on.
Yeah. So I know you asked about the .com, but I'm gonna just for a minute talk about the free one. There's bit.ly that you can use, and then there's one that's called bit.do. And with
I don't
that
even know
one,
what
you can actually customize it. So you can
Okay.
have it say LuLaRoe Karen. So it's kind of personalized.
Okay.
Then the .com one, I'd probably have to make like a video tutorial because I have to go into like GoDaddy.com and like step by step, like kind of show it because I don't know off the top of my head, but it's
Okay.
pretty simple.
GoDaddy.com.
Yeah.
Say the first two things again, the bit dot something or another.
Oh yeah. So the one that you should go to is bit.do. D-O.
Dot do. Okay.
Yeah. You're able to shorten your URL, but you're also able to customize the end of that URL. So you can put whatever you want.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. I have the teammates on our team do that instead of if they're too confused by getting the .com website.
Yeah.
I tell them to do that.
It's advanced.
It's pretty advanced, guys.
I just want to call you Karen. I know it's not how you say your name, but
Oh, how did I say
she
it?
might.
Guys,
Be
she was my direct for like 3 months, and I was calling her Karen on all my scopes. And she's like, and then the first time she went live, like 3 months after I signed her or whatever that she joined, she's like, hi guys, I'm Corinne. I'm like,
Oh no.
corrected me this whole time. I was so pissed at you.
Okay.
Corinne.
I thought
Well,
she kind of
Corinne.
laughed.
I answer to it anyway because I get it all the time. So whatever.
Well, Corinne, you might be more advanced. I don't know. You might be able to handle the GoDaddy instructions.
I'm gonna probably still say Karen.
Okay, that's okay. See, and I'll answer to that, so it's all good. I don't mind. But, if you ever do make that, I would definitely check it out. Otherwise, I'll just do the bit.do. So
Okay.
whatever you want to do.
Okay, cool.
Whatever the bit.do you can do. I don't know.
There you go.
Makes me want to sing a song. Bit dot do, bit dot do.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Man, catch a beat.
But people know it,
I have a quick question. Is when you guys got started, how what was your sales? I mean, were you building kind of each month? Because it is true. We should not compare ourselves to others, but sometimes it is difficult, not to do that. And so how did you guys? What did you find that your journey was the first few months?
Okay. So I think that like sales wise, you mean?
Yes.
I think our first month was like around 6. I think our first couple months were around 6,000 or 7,000. So nothing like not like halfway to cruise qualifying, a little bit over. That was, we just had other stuff going on and everything during it, like planning our wedding and stuff. But
you were just planning a wedding.
Mike, I like it the other way. You keep moving it back.
Hold on.
No, but I
put you guys on a bag of chips.
Yeah.
There we go.
So so yeah. And there's nothing wrong with like starting at one place and getting like your foot on things. I mean, you hear amazing stories about people cruise qualifying in the first months, and like Monica did, and that's like super, super, super crazy amazing. But that's not the norm. That's like very few people. But those are the people that are on YouTube, the people that are, you know, really that you hear about. But that's you know, it doesn't have, like, you don't have to compare yourself to everybody. Set your goals high, but yeah, yes. we grew from that. That taught us what it means to sell $6,000 and what that looks like time wise. So we were able to plan to sell more later or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and I was more so like inspired by like I was like inspired by Amy Francis when I first.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
I follow her. She's amazing. Yeah.
That's like how Mike got into Periscope.
She was having so much fun. She had like a little horse and she was making horse noises. I was like, what? What are you doing to sell LuLaRoe? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And so she was selling like every single piece she showed up. So I was really inspired by her, but I knew like I wasn't expecting to do that. I never compared myself to her, but I was always inspired by her. So, and yeah,
that's a really good way to look at it. Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. And we use Shop the Row. So every time I log into Shop the Row, it tells you like how much you sold that month and that year. And like, it shows you like a literal graph. And I feel like for me, that helps because every single day when I log in, I see where we're at for the month. I see the graph. I see, and it like motivates me and teaches me. And we put every sale into Shop the Row, even like our Periscope ones. So, so that just like, so we always know kind of where we're at, and we compare it with the LuLaRoe reports, obviously, if we're cruise qualifying, just to make sure we're on track. But just having that visual every day is like good for me.
I know I popped. I'm sorry. I know I popped on a little late, but did y'all happen to say is the bulk of y'all sales Periscope or is it albums?
Oh, that's a good question. So
I was going to ask that, Lisa. We were asking the same question at the same time.
Oh goodness.
No, that's a good question. So I'd say that about 50% of our sales are Periscope, and then maybe like 40 Periscope, and then 40 Facebook maybe.
I'm gonna give you guys what I think.
And like 20% in person. It just depends.
All right, I'm gonna start with in person. I'm gonna say 5%.
This month, yes.
I'm gonna say 35% Facebook.
I'm sorry, Mike. It just depends. Like I took 6 weeks and I did like
Allison, you better watch.
I did like 10.
Cough drop on me.
I don't have a cough drop. I did like 10 in person or so, or 12 in like 6 weeks, and that was just like a goal I set for myself about in persons. Right now, I'm not really setting that goal. We've already cruise qualified. Yeah, taking it easy and trying to work on team building. But it just kind of depends on like whatever we want to do.
I'm gonna say 60-40.
But Periscope, I'd say maybe Periscope is always 60%.
Yeah, would you say 40?
We
30?
do 1 to 2 Facebook sales a week, and then we do like 2 Periscope sales a week.
Yeah,
usually 2, and then
sometimes if you're feeling it, you go every day on.
But
Periscope.
If you're trying to cruise qualify, you might have to go a little harder. And just
have to,
like think about a Periscope as like an in-person, like it's like booking an in-person party, and you just go, and so you get like those 25 pieces or those 20 pieces sold or whatever you need to do. And maybe you only sell 15 one night. Well, the next day you get on and you do 10, or
Sometimes
whatever.
You sell, 0.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
And if you're not selling, just rethink what you're doing. Like maybe you could take new pictures of your stuff for your album sales. Like even if you don't have the money to necessarily get a bunch of new inventory because you're not selling a lot, or maybe your shipment is delayed for 18 weeks and you just
I got
whatever. You just make do new pictures, do something different, get creative, make outfits, show people, do outfit layouts, show how people can put things together. Just people, your customers, put that Mimi on, you style that Mimi, you show them, and people will think it's like different clothes. You'll think it's different clothes when you look at it. So
yeah,
when I do an outfit layout, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know like this could look like this.
Allison.
And you don't have to tell your customers that you don't have the stuff
And-
in.
Yeah, and another little tip
They
for
don't know.
Periscope too, like if you have an item that you feel like is not a great print, even though everyone has their own taste and style, you could put it on a mannequin behind you, and that's always worked for us. Or wear
Like
it
Patrick
yourself.
was- Did you put the computer on top of my cough drops?
I put it on top of some chip bag or something.
My cough drops, Mike.
What? Is there cough drops? You don't need that. You're coughing them all over me.
I don't have one.
You
That's
can't
why
even
I'm
keep
coughing
them in
so
your
much.
mouth. I just found one on me.
You guys,
I
I
was all
canceled my
sticky.
doctor's appointment today, and I think I made a mistake.
You better go back because you're crazy right now.
You're fine. You're
No,
fine.
I got a cough drop all over my arm.
You're fine.
So are y'all on the first ship or the second ship?
The second one.
Oh gosh.
Lisa,
We're
they're
good.
the ones I was telling you I was mourning that we're not going on the same.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't understand how you guys are on the first ship.
We might have fibbed a little. That's all I
You got the only reason you guys are on the first ship is because you cheated. So when we are having one-on-one time with Deanne on the ship,
We're gonna be talking about you.
we'll take a little picture.
Not in a good way.
No, that is how we ended up meeting Deanne though. Like I wanted to meet her kind of like more personally, so we went to a smaller event and met her there.
Lisa, it's all
Yeah.
your fault.
I know, but I didn't know they were going to be on the second ship. I would have pushed for the second ship now.
You guys, sometimes you just need to do what the universe is like, do the natural thing, and that's yeah. I'm not on any medicine. Do the natural thing. So you guys are gonna be I told Monica to just make up another story and
Make another one up?
Yeah. Make up a story.
Oh man.
Oh
So,
man.
I'm yeah.
Any other questions for these amazing people, you guys? Newbie questions are totally welcome too.
Yeah.
20 of y'all. And
Hit us with your best shot.
Yeah.
Periscope, I was new to Periscope. I had no idea what Periscope even was until LuLaRoe. So I know there's got to be some questions out there for newbies. So now is your chance.
Yeah, guys, don't be shy.
Rebecca.
Can you hear
Don't
me?
be shy like me.
Okay. So you mentioned something about, whoa, I just went so dark.
Where are you?
Holy,
There you are.
that's really weird. Can you not? You can't see me.
I can see you.
We can see you.
Okay. So you mentioned something about, so I'm in the queue still, and getting on Periscope, not things LuLaRoe related.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm contemplating that. You don't think that confuses followers about why I'm there?
Nope. Hashtag QB, hashtag, LuLaRoe in the queue, waiting to onboard. So our most successful people that are in our downline, they went through and shared their journey in the queue. So they Periscope while they were at Costco, and they Periscope just different things they were learning throughout their time in the queue. They gained a lot of followers from that. And then when they started their sale, what did Wendy sell? 44 pieces in her first sale.
Yeah,
And it was a
us
random.
out.
It wasn't a planned sale. It was like she got on and decided to do it.
She didn't have anyone big share anything crazy.
But she had people that she had met and that were just through doing that and that were really devoted to her launch because they knew her.
She would do a painting video. She was painting a unicorn. She would go live and just talk to people.
Yeah,
People
she
got to
painted
really
her
know
own
her.
unicorn, and that's how she started.
She showed that 20-pound bunny and whatever.
Yeah, she
else.
has a 20-pound. Yep, she showed it this morning.
Show your bunnies, show your dogs.
And she still periscopes twice a day. So earlier today, she periscoped about her experience loading Facebook pictures on her first sale, and then she periscoped later about invoicing. Mike, you're fine.
that halls that you're eating just burned my eyes.
Mike,
you sprayed it right in me.
I've done 3 so far, and they are LuLaRoe related as being in the queue.
I go to the house.
Yeah.
The ones that I have ideas for are more personal, and they're completely non-LuLaRoe related. Although it's kind of on my branding, kind of being the LuLaRoe fit, because I'm a yogi and I like yoga and fitness and health and wellness and stuff like that. So
do it
on that topic of things and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But it's like, wait a minute, why are you not cooking all of a sudden? You're selling things. So I didn't know if that was just going to be completely random.
No, just explain what you're doing. Yeah, just explain like if yoga, if you're gonna, that's you, that's part of you as a person, and it's gonna be a part of your brand, and yeah, let people see that, because there's gonna be some other people out there that love that too, and that are gonna connect and share, and yeah.
That's your niche.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. And my husband James has a question too.
All right, cool.
But first, I'm new. I actually just signed up a couple weeks ago with my sister. She's going to be my partner, but she's really shy, and there's no way she's going on Periscope by herself at all. She would help me, I'm sure, but he is interested. He says that he would go on Periscope, during the day, because similar to you, I have a 9-to-5 job, but he does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
So one thing I was wondering is, like, should he get his own Periscope handle, or should he just use ours, or should it, or if he has his own, do you recommend that he starts, like, before we onboard or after we get our call or whatever, starts doing scopes about being a LuLaRoe husband or something?
That's a good question. I would say go for the 2 separate ones. I think 2 is better than 1.
Okay.
I say go for it. Do it. I'm excited that he wants to do that.
Yeah, I'm excited too, James.
I'm going to be watching you.
Yeah, and then his question. Yeah.
My thought on that actually is that you should just share one, because is that what you said or not?
No, I said go for both. If we shared one, we might have not have got what we have going.
I don't know, because I don't even use my name really at all. So we just, I don't know.
Which is true. I mean, you are Allison Ann and husband Mike, but your handle is just Mike. So
that's what I'm taking over. And that might be the case for him as well, We might join together. I mean,
it's possible.
I say do 2. Allison says a combined one.
Whatever.
Maybe start with 2 and see how it goes, and then maybe use whatever one is working better or growing faster or whatever. And
that's kind of what we did.
Utilize that one.
And his grew faster. So
yeah.
Because he's home all the time Periscoping.
I don't want to hear it.
Which is good.
That leads to his question.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, if you've noticed that there's like a certain time of day or days of the week that are better than others. Like, I'm sure Friday night at 9:00 is not going to be a great selling day.
You're right. You're right on point. You're right on point. Yeah, Fridays are difficult, and then the weekends. I'd say anything during the week, and I'd like to go on probably like 8:00 at night, 7 or 8. But I've also had some decent sales during the day, like earlier. Mm-hmm. But I do like to go on in the later PM, 7, 8, 9. Around there. It's been good. But
you sometimes during the day you chat like any time of the day, and sometimes he'll be like really excited, like, oh, I'm gonna try this time because I don't know who's on at that time. Because
you'll be surprised. Yeah You'll be surprised sometimes.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Play around with it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, see where your people are at, the people that are watching you and liking you.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Good question, Chandra.
I know. Whew.
And always remember that people will watch your replays and can watch your replays unless you delete them, but you probably don't want to delete them because people might still search LuLaRoe and they'll see your replay and can watch it. So even if it feels like maybe there's not a lot of people in your scope, that doesn't mean that people aren't going to follow you later when they're watching your replay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you get people to like move over from like Facebook to Periscope and Periscope to Facebook? Because I feel like my Facebook is growing really good, and I feel like Periscope it is, but not as good as Facebook. And I feel like the Facebook people on Facebook are a little bit hesitant to cross over to Periscope. So I don't want them to think like, I'm going to be giving dibs to Periscope first, and because I kind of want it to be like 50-50. I think that's the way, unless, I'm going to see how it goes. Obviously, I haven't launched yet, but just if you have any tips about that.
That's a good question.
Well, I would say sometimes do things just on Periscope. Like, I'm getting a new box of Mimis and I'm selling them on Periscope.
and then tell them to go to Facebook.
But no, she's wondering like how to get Facebook people over to Periscope.
Oh,
I mean, you might
yeah.
need to do an exclusive thing on Periscope if you really want that to happen. And if people really want it, then they would try it out. Like, yeah.
Okay.
And you can even encourage that. Like, say, like, hey, try something new. Like, this is a cool way to sell. Or, yeah.
So, hey, this is
if
me.
you want
This
the
is me
Facebook people
live.
to go to Periscope. But I don't really know that you need the people in your Facebook group to go to Periscope. You can grow a following on Periscope and get them to come to Facebook. There's so many people on Periscope already. I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause for like us, it was Periscope first, and then we had to work more on our Facebook. So if you feel good with your Facebook, like keep on going with that, but then also then go harder on Periscope.
Yep.
And get like a separate following. And then once you get a ton of followers on all your networks, you can cross promote, and then they all just grow together.
And I'm going to say too, like no one knows what's in your box, but you do. So you can put aside a few things for just Periscope or put aside some things for just Facebook and just be able to give like everyone
Being
kind of some
sneaky?
exclusivity in certain ways.
You being nasty?
I'm not being nasty. Just give
Being nasty.
like give some VIP status to both audiences, I guess
Right.
is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But some of our strongest people now on our Facebook are people that we got from Periscope. And once our Periscope started growing, our Facebook grew too. So
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff. Good question, Alex.
Yes.
Any other questions?
I have another question.
Okay.
I'm just curious from like, I've seen you guys on Periscope. What is your setup like? Because I notice when we're watching you as viewers, most of the time you're looking down
Yeah.
or up or like whatever. So I was just curious like what your guys' setup is like. Because I know it's different and some people don't have like the same space to work with, but I was just curious how it is like.
We're not hanging out after this at all.
No, I'm going in my room.
My sister is here, so.
Do you guys like have a camera and then you view your comments through something else, or do you have like? Okay.
We have a big TV.
Yeah, we have so we're always looking like down because our phone is usually up there in a windowsill, and then we're using a car mount, so we have a mirror in our windowsill, and then the car mount has our phone in it looking down at us, and then we have a TV that displays Periscope bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And then we're usually looking at our TV, and that's why we're never looking at the camera much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I've watched you guys and I'm like, what are they looking at? Like,
Yeah, people like will randomly
I'm
like
like,
look.
I'm up here like thinking to you guys like, look at.
Yeah, people will be like, why aren't you looking at the camera? And I like take offense to that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I forget that I'm never doing that.
It's hard to see, obviously it's super hard to see comments, so we enlarge them on our TV so not to kill our eyes.
Yeah.
And
I was just
I
curious.
always want to say, I'm up here.
I know.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna
I was
try
just
to
curious
look
from
more.
watching you guys.
Maybe we can play around with the camera setup, but that is the most flattering view, to have your camera.
Yeah, it's like selfie view. Like,
Yeah,
hey.
this dude is terrible.
I like this view, but
I
but we
don't
don't
like
sit
it.
and sell. We get up. We run
I
around.
like it.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. This is a good.
I like this, but I
mean, you guys all look good. I don't know about.
I don't think I could do that.
Well, they don't like pull it off the rack. They have it like by them, Allison. They don't grunt and growl when they get an item. Here you go.
This is the best ever, by the way.
What?
This is the best ever.
The best ever.
It is.
Just being ourselves.
What was the service that you used for viewing comments that happened like a million years ago?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
helpful.
called Broadcaster Pro, and that's all one word.
Get your pens out.
Yeah, so one more time, Broadcaster Pro, all one word, and it's a Google Chrome extension.
Okay.
And it's amazing. It's a game changer. It's a lifesaver.
Mm-hmm. It is. It makes Q&As like a whole different thing.
Yeah, if you're sitting down chatting to people and you want to really be
Karen, you'll love it.
Yeah, if you have longer answers for people and the comments are coming or people are talking, it's
But you got to
really
get like a
difficult.
laptop or iPad or something to use
to
it
view
with,
the comments. But
So does that make you able to like scroll back and see that?
Mhm.
yeah, all the way from the
Wow.
beginning.
It gives good stats too, right? No stats.
Oh, I
Okay,
think it might tell you. I think it tells you how many hearts.
Oh.
I was like, guys, I only got 500 hearts. Then the hearts blow up. See, guys, that's another thing.
Hearts.
Tell people to give you hearts. Just tell them to be active. Comment where you.
And then get silly about it. Like, oh, if we get 6,000 million,
I'm gonna put on the dress.
Mike's gonna put on a dress.
I'm gonna dance around and fall on the floor.
Yeah, but he can pull that off. If we're already wearing a dress, that's not cute. Like,
you could be like, I'll get my husband to put on a dress. Get your crazy friend to help you with a
I'm gonna wear. Wait, what was that? What's the one? The one dress has a zipper.
Amelia. I'm gonna wear the Amelia backwards.
I'm gonna wear the Amelia.
I don't really think that's the motivation. It's gotta be something. I'll give away this. I'll do this.
Show you how to.
It can be something like that too.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'll give y'all.
Tell them you'll do a backflip.
Do y'all have the computer or the TV in front of you for the Broadcaster Pro?
What?
Computer. We have both, Monica. The TV is showing the comments, and then the computer.
Monica.
The TV shows the comments, and then the computer shows the Broadcaster Pro.
On your TV, do you link it up to Periscope.net or Periscope.tv to view the comments?
It's
We just use a cord.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Wait, so is the Broadcaster Pro, it's not an app? It's something you use off the computer?
Yeah, it's a Google Chrome extension. So they're like, I don't know really what those are, but so just like when you go on Google,
it an app?
No, it's not an app.
Oh.
I don't think they're apps. I don't know what they are, but go on Google, type in Google Chrome extension, and then that usually brings up a website, and then you can search Broadcaster Pro.
Okay.
And it's something like when you're on Google Chrome, it'll usually put a little icon on the top somewhere, and when you click it, it like activates it. It's weird. It's weird. You'll figure it out though.
So that has to be on while you're broadcasting.
Yeah. So I'll be live like using my phone, and then I'll have my laptop, and I'll have Broadcaster Pro going at the same time.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then do you have like an HDMI cord that connects it from the TV to the computer?
Yeah.
No,
it's not HDMI. It's something else.
What? What are we talking about now?
This is Mike.
What?
Okay. What you do is you get
sorry.
You get a cord.
This is gonna hurt me, guys. I'm sorry.
For your TV, how we see the stuff on the TV, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just a special cord that Mike has, and I think they sell them on Amazon. And it's a cord that just attaches to the TV, and then it attaches to your phone. So anything you put on your phone, you can see on the TV.
That's like my top secret, but I'm gonna tell you guys because we love Monica.
Oh, sorry, Mike. I wasn't supposed to tell anybody.
I think one of your people Heather talks about it.
I know, man.
Heather did it.
I know. I'm gonna have to have a word with them. But
don't do that. She'll think I threw her under the bus.
Oh no, I already know about it.
know.
She's already in trouble. Oh, I know about the ones who shared that info.
Yeah.
So it's all good, guys. So I have an iPhone, and what I bought was called a Lightning adapter, and that allows you hook the Lightning adapter up to your phone, and then you use an HDMI cable from that adapter into your TV, and then anything you're doing on your phone will show up on your TV. So if you have Periscope Live going, you can see your comments extremely huge if you have a bigger TV.
So you have two TVs. You have the one in front of you and the one behind you.
Yeah, and then a laptop usually too. A laptop for Broadcaster Pro too. Yeah. We got all the devices. We gotta figure out how to use that.
And then on the computer in there, we usually have music going, you know?
Yeah.
Amazing. I heart you like 1,000 times, like 1,000,000 times.
Yay!
Y'all, I am so excited. I know Monica's probably frustrated with me because I still haven't done it yet, but I have built up my Facebook so much that's where I did everything. I have yet to do a sale on Periscope. I've been on Periscope once. So my goal is I'm going on after we get off. I'm just going to go do it, and I'm not scared to get on lives. I do lives all the time. It's just, when I tell you, if you just are unfamiliar with something, like I don't know how to operate it. I feel like after I became a mom, I just lost my brain cells and I don't have, I don't know anything anymore. So I just appreciate y'all talking. This has been extremely helpful.
I hope it's good motivation for you to just like get out there and do it.
Well, I mean, albums take up so much time. And, I was telling Monica earlier, I finally got an assistant to help me, recently to take pictures. And, I'm resigning. And it's just so time consuming. And every time she talks about lives, I'm like, I know, I do lives too. But then I still want to, I don't know, I guess because I started with Facebook, I feel like I have to keep it up so much. And I feel like I need to have another avenue, so that I'm not taking so many pictures, or I can use my time other ways,
Yeah, and honestly, like the interaction on Periscope is amazing. That's why it is my favorite platform to sell on, or our favorite.
Addicted, yeah.
Besides, in-person pop-ups are amazing. But just practically, we can't always do those. I would be like down to the ground dead probably. With working and all that. So, and I know it's a lot of other people's situations, but you could still really get to know someone and laugh with someone on Periscope and have that be like your, kind of medium, talk about the fabric, talk about the texture, more so sometimes than Facebook, and there's no lag. So that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
You're so good at establishing those person-to-person connections. Like when Lisa's the one that I did the show with in New Orleans.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So we're next to each other, but because you're able to interact with people, and I think you really enjoy it, and it's going to create less work for you for taking photographs and stuff. But you should totally go live and just tell people what you're cooking for the night. Go live and show Matt. Matt would eat it up too with.
Tell me about it.
Serious.
Who's Matt, your kid?
No, that's my husband.
Oh! By the way,
he's a big baby.
Totally. So Sam Schultz is going on tour, and the Culture Crew is stopping at Lisa's house.
No, how?
Yeah, he posted on his page. I've been following him since I was in the queue, and Monica and I onboarded like a week apart. And so there's just certain people that you follow when you're in the queue getting started. And he posted something, I would say about 4 weeks ago on his page that said, "Hey, we're doing a tour. I became a consultant instead of just working at home office with Aunt Deanne and yada, yada, yada." So he said, fill out this form. I know we're going to have a lot of people that are submitting applications, but hey, it's worth a shot. He had over 1,000 people within the first, I don't know how many hours submit. And I'm not kidding y'all. I was in Walmart. I just got finished dropping my kids off. I'm in the middle of the bread aisle, and the phone rang, and it was him. And I literally screamed. I was like, ah!
He just picked you randomly?
He did. And so he's going to be in so we're at the beginning of the tour. He actually launches his in California on the 11th, and he's going to be here on the 18th. But he has chosen, I think they're doing 2 months ahead of time and setting everything up and stopping. I think he's doing, I don't know how many stops he's doing in January. If I remember correctly, it was like 6 or 7 different stops. Right. So what he's doing, I think, is really, really cool.
Well, no, I'm just thinking, I know what he's doing because we follow him too and talk to him and stuff, but you need to promote the shit out of that.
Periscope.
You have the perfect opportunity.
Yep.
You need to Periscope this second about this.
Yeah.
And then
is
he following you on Periscope or not?
Well, I text him every day. We talk. He's in Germany right now. Yeah. So what I may do is I may shoot him a quick text and just say, hey, I don't know what time, and I think it's almost midnight. So let me shoot him a quick text and just say, hey, I'm about to get on Periscope. Why don't you share me?
Mm-hmm. Please.
Yeah. Let me tell you, he is probably the one most down-to-earth dude I have ever met, ever.
Oh, God. He is.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah. Yay. Yes. It's exciting. I love what he's doing, too. So good. Well, I should know that's
Allison, because it's been an hour and a half. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but does anyone have any other questions for them before we hop off and post the replay? Do not be shy, guys.
Don't be shy now.
Mike could do this all night.
I know.
My sister might leave me if I don't tend to her, but
it's true.
I actually do have to go, but I just wanted to say hi and bye because I watch you guys all the time, Mike. I know you know my name, so
Pauline,
yeah, I was huge for you and Monica when I first started watching. So the two of you were like my all-time, that's how I learned everything.
Thank you.
So, you guys are awesome, but I do have to go because I have another meeting that Monica has arranged for me. So,
oh man, she's on top of it, guys.
Yeah, she's
got a good leader.
You guys are all awesome. So, thank you very much, Monica. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow.
And you can message us too if you have any other questions or stuff that you're thinking about, or just want to bounce ideas off. We're open and we love to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
So.
You guys are awesome. You really are. You guys are awesome. And Monica, I love you. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, Colleen.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, best. I'll do a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any last questions for Mike and Allison?
That was pretty quick. Anyone?
I know. Sorry, I should have counted down much slower.
Yeah, guys. Anything else? Don't be shy.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you all so much. I love you. Seriously, this was awesome. Like gold, guys.
Gold.
Literally could follow their PowerPoint and their timeline and everything that they talked about tonight to be successful. Just don't forget that Mike and Allison started from ground zero, and a lot of you are at ground zero. So don't compare someone else's highlight reel, which is what they're up to now, like with Mike and Allison having like 20-something thousand followers. Remember that they've been doing this for a while. So try not to compare their highlight reel to your beginning, your ground zero. It's really important. But they started at the exact same place that all of us started as well. Is really important to remember and keep in mind. So
you can achieve any goal that you set for yourself in this.
Yeah, and just know you guys are on an amazing team right now. So that's definitely a good feeling to have.
Yes.
A lot of people don't have that. You guys have someone very special. So just know that every day that you do LuLaRoe, work hard and know you got someone on your team that's amazing and loves all of you guys and wants the best for all of you guys.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
I love you.
You too.
I'm going to end the meeting and then I'll post a replay. But thank you.
Cool.
I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.